Hey Matteo, we're gonna make this thing called Matteo's Salsa.
Yes.
Which a nice young lady named Daniela at the pool gave us. She gave us all these ingredients. I was moving them over so you could see. There's tomatillos, serrano peppers, there's ajo, which is garlic cloves, cilantro, and 1 onion, and some really beautiful salt.
So that was delicious. You see there, it's a little different from what you've seen on roast off barbecue. So you have 10 green tomatillos.
So I'm going to put the tomatillos in a pot and boil them with the serrano peppers.
So there go the tomatillos. So 2 serrano peppers, the white onion, and the cilantro and salt plus garlic cloves. So we're gonna come over here. Dad is now washing them.
They're already washed.
Oh, there. I mean, he's putting water
into
boil this. These are gonna get boiled on the big stove top you see right there. Shout out Anna back home, my girlfriend.
Anna.
Shout out!
Love you, and I'll be home in a couple days. I miss you too. So, Dad firing up the fan here in the stove. That's the back burner. That's the front burner. Very good. And now, what's interesting, I think it looks like
maybe it would be better if we came over here.
To
there's light.
To the left side?
There is light.
All right, jumping over to the left side, you see all of this. Wow, very bright. Looks like all of it's covered, but then again, that might not be a problem. So there you go. We got all of these ingredients here, and we will let them boil. For those who don't remember, water boils at 212 degrees Fahrenheit.
Thanks.
Just in case you've been living under a rock. Look at that, my friends. We are boiling. Coming over here, Dad's gonna cut this onion. Hit it.
Most impressive.
Her recipe says use half an onion.
So we'll take that half.
So I'm gonna help the blender along so it doesn't have so much work to do. And she says use half a bunch of cilantro.
Half of a bunch, and we've got more than a bunch. We've got many, many, many bunches. So out go the stems.
Yummy.
And look at here, the garlic. You gonna chop that up too?
Yeah, I'm gonna drop all these things in the blender. And then we're gonna pour everything back into this frying pan. Kyle, how did you close this oil?
What did he say?
Kyle, what's the translation of that?
Con músculos.
Con músculos. Interesting.
Okay. Are they changing color?
I can see one of them changing color. One right in the middle. Right in the center of the pan, I can see. One right next to the pepper, the 2 stems. That one's changing color. That's the one I've noticed the most. So what tool are we getting out here?
This is a strainer.
The strainer.
Right, I'm going to strain so that I can cut the ends off those peppers.
Okay. Do you want to turn the pan or the stove top off? Is that how you do that?
Do you think we're ready?
I mean, this thing's boiling a ton now.
Well, she said about 5 minutes. I think that's just long enough for me to go do one thing. So, Matt, I'm going to turn the fire off and bring these things over and pour them out in the strainer in the sink.
Right, so I'm going to probably stand aside here because this is going to be a pretty hot process.
What? She wanted me to save some of this water.
Interesting.
So 1 sec.
You want to save the water.
I'm not gonna pour it out.
You might need to get like a big scooper device to
strain it.
If you want to follow that purpose, like keep the water.
She didn't want me to pour it out. She wanted me to strain it.
So here comes the big
so
hot
what
pot.
We're gonna do.
The blender.
Oh, they did turn color.
You see that, folks? They've got some yellow in them now. impressive. Nice. Excuse me.
You stink!
Alright, so it looks like we've saved the water.
Save the water. I'm going to take these out.
Serrano.
Here.
Nice. And now, I think it's time to cut them up.
No,
Nope. Oh, just take off the ends.
just taking the stem off.
Good. And those go in.
Yeah. And these go in.
So does the onions and watch behind. I can smell that. So a lot of stuff and things now into wonderful blender.
That's it.
And onto the platform, it will be secured, and it's important to push the pulse button there, second from the end. That's what the instructions called for. Dad, I think you put it on wrong. Turn it the other way.
I don't think so.
The other way.
Bruh.
I think you'll know if it goes in. There you go.
Okay, hey, we're going to make a little noise over here.
My friends, we're making noise. 3, 2, 1, go.
Looks like it's broken.
You want to hold it? That's not pulse, but it works. Oh wow, look at that, my friend. You see you got the runny color there? Interesting. Would you like some help? Or can I...
Ooh, that smells good.
I don't know if this thing has
That
smell
was
vision,
delicious.
but I think it's time to stir this up a little bit and then grind it up a little more. Nice. This looks so good. So what are we supposed to do after this?
Fry it.
All right, frying time. That's why the olive oil is
Are you
there.
sure about that?
So Dad's gonna take what's in this blender now. It's gonna go back to the pan, and we're going to fry it in this pan.
So I already put a little oil
Olive oil.
in the pan.
Is that the same oil we used on the barbecue last night?
It's the same oil. It's not olive oil. We don't have olive oil
What's the-
because
what-
we are not home and don't have access to everything we need. We're in a borrowed kitchen with borrowed tools, and we're sort of faking it till we make it.
So what kind of oil are we using then?
It's vegetable oil.
Oh, the other oil. Okay, that'll still work.
Holy
Wow.
cow, man, that looks awesome.
Yep.
Say what I said. So what happens now? Do you just kind of just sit there?
Fry it for about 3 minutes and add salt.
All right, let's add salt then. Salt's in the basket.
Look at it.
Right.
Salt.
Right. Most impressive. All right, now comes the mixing part. Very liquidy here.
Well, she said we could add water, but I don't think we need to.
Honestly, at this point, you don't want it to be like super runny.
Correct.
It's wet salsa, but this is pretty wet.
I think it's beyond wet, in a sense. And it looks really good.
It smells good.
And it's gonna taste really good. I don't know, folks. Does this camera have smell-o-vision? Comment below.
I asked that before.
Can you smell what you're watching here on this segment that we have made for you all?
You want to be done?
I mean, gotta keep going, I guess.
I think we're done. It's been about 3 minutes, hasn't it?
I don't know. I haven't been really keeping track.
Yeah, I think it's over.
Okay. All right. With this cooling down now, the salsa that we have made.
Wow, looks awesome.
It's very green as well.
That is
I'm
correct.
going to have a taste of it.
It's a little warm, so be careful.
I got the littlest bit here on the spoon, see? I didn't want to get a whole lot because
That's not very much. I would get more.
Is that better?
Yes.
Okay.
What are you doing?
Blow on it a lot. Don't burn your mouth. Oh, that's good.
It is good.
Got a lot of onion taste in it. Hint of serrano peppers to feel the spice. And some cilantro as well. So good.
So
What
good.
an unbelievable salsa recipe.
What a cool thing to do. We're going to thank Danny tomorrow by taking a sample for her.
Yes, and we should make my goal, my friends, in the future, I want to be able to make my own salsa one day, and maybe I'll make another series out of it like I do with Roast Off Barbecue.
Roast Off Salsa.
Maybe I'll combine the series, who knows, but if y'all want to try salsa for me one day,
That was pretty awesome.
I guess this is how you start doing it in the place where salsa is super common. So I just threw in about 6 pinches of salt into this pan. Hard to see. All right, so it's a little fancy salt container, even though we also have ours here in the kitchen. Good. And we're just gonna mix this around a little more and let it cool, and we'll put it in a bowl. And also save a sample for our friend downstairs. All right, everybody. Thank you for stopping by for our very first ever Matteo's Salsa. We are, I believe, in Baja. We are below Southern. We are below. Yes, in between Cabo San Lucas and San Jose del Cabo. All right, everybody. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't done that already. And last but not least, have a good night. Stay safe and enjoy some salsa.